Hi everyone and welcome to this episode of the Top Drive Show. Today we are talking to a guest about their garage. So let's get started. My name's Josie, I'm an analyst at Hutch.
I'm Jonathan, I'm design director here at Hutch.
And we have got our new guest here.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Andy.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Very well, how are you doing?
Very good, thank you. And I've been at Hutch for a little while and I look after a lot of our art. I'm the art outsource manager.
Lovely. So we've got a few questions for you about top drives.
Okay.
And about all the things that you get up to in that game, and particularly about cars, because at the end of the day, I think it's a lot about the cars. Firstly, how long have you been playing top drives?
I've been playing top drives on and off before it was launched because we were doing a lot of UA work and a lot of video work early on. So we were playing it right from the very early stages, a good couple of years ago now.
Got to see all of the little in-depth secrets that nobody ever would have laid eyes on from the community. We're so sorry you didn't get to see all the grey boxing and everything else.
Before the cars were cars and there were little red buttons.
And before any of the tracks had colour.
Yep.
Yeah, good times.
All the way.
So I know that Andy is actually more of a bike person.
Yep.
By sort of true passion. But yeah, I thought I'd ask you if you had a favourite car in a top drives garage.
I do. It's not the fastest.
Okay.
And it's not the prettiest.
It's not the Renault Twizy, is it?
It's not the Renault.
Right. Okay.
But I have a fondness for the Datsun 240Z.
Oh yeah, standard.
Yeah.
Okay, not the rally one. The rally one has a bit of quite a reputation within the game. Standard one is a lovely car.
It's one of those things because it's like late 60s,
Yeah.
really, isn't it? Yeah, and it's one of those things when I was growing up that I kind of, as an older person, I'd see a lot. Most of my mates always wanted MGs.
Okay.
And I always wanted the Datsun.
It was kind of exotic back then, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Datsun was gorgeous.
They're kind of
So it's not the fastest, it's not the most exotic, but I just have a real soft spot for it. When I played top drives initially, I don't know if it's still there in the first pack of cards you get, but it had the original Mini, and I loved it when we got the original old Mini in there.
Yeah.
Just all the old cars.
No, it's very cool. I mean, it was always something right from the beginning of top drives, that it was always that the whole race quota thing was the idea behind it was that you can. We didn't want it to be about just the fastest. I mean, the fastest stuff is cool, obviously, and you need it, but just that idea that you can kind of mix and match your hand a little bit and bring in some of the classics.
The first car I ever owned was a Vauxhall Chevette. And it was a horrible car.
Wow.
It cost me £100. But I never thought I'd see it in a driving game, and I did see it in a driving game, and it was one of my cards on top drives, and it was the same colour as my one, which is a blue one.
Wow.
So it's kind of cool that you're covering all bases, isn't it?
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
So outside of the top drives universe, you talked about some of your old cars, but what car do you drive nowadays?
So, Josie. So I don't have a car.
Of course.
But my missus has a car, and so at the weekend I'm quite often driving that, and it's a Range Rover Evoque.
Okay.
The convertible one?
No.
There's a convertible one.
There is a convertible Range Rover.
There's a
Evoque.
convertible one.
That was that tiny little kind of bit of top drives fact, was that the convertible Range Rover Evoque required us to put in a whole new piece of code. It was a small piece of code, but it was a whole new piece of code that would allow us to set two body types, because it's an SUV and a convertible. And so it broke everything when it first went in.
It's broken me. I don't even know what to think about that. I didn't know that existed. When did that come out? Did I just miss it?
A couple of years ago.
Oh, wow.
Very expensive. I don't know if I should say.
It's
for what it is, it's quite expensive. But I mean, the normal one is a good car. Do you enjoy driving it?
Yeah. If
It's not a bike. I know it's not a bike.
If you're cruising along the motorway, if you've got a long journey, it's the only car I've ever been in where if we get snarled up in traffic, I'm quite happy.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
nice.
a nice place to be. But I tend to drive it quite fast, and
I don't know if you can say that.
At the speed limit, exactly the speed
within
limit.
the speed limit, of course. And it comes with an app that does everything. So my missus can see how fast I've been travelling and what my fuel consumption's been and what journeys I've made.
Oh, wow.
All right.
And so it's an auto, but it's got the pedal gears. So I quite like that, and I put it on sport mode. And
For the motorway.
The petrol consumption is quite horrendous.
Oh dear.
And sit back and enjoy the Victoria Beckham designed interior.
It's all right. It's good. It's quick.
Good.
But it's not really my cup of tea. But
Okay.
I don't no car for me.
And what would be
yeah.
what would be the one? There's a kind of dream, sort of saying your special car in Top Drives. What about kind of dream cars elsewhere? Would it still be a
Dream.
Datsun?
If what money's no object car.
Yeah, anything you want.
Yeah, be a McLaren.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any particular one?
720.
Oh,
Probably 720.
it's just a great car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I actually I should know what it is. I got passed by a lime green McLaren. I was out feeling quite well, just for a little drive in the Caterham at the weekend, and just spotted it coming the other way, and it you just see it from miles away.
I always had. I grew up kind of watching Formula One with my dad, and so I always had a soft spot for the McLarens. And then once they started making cars as well, then that's it. It's like So any McLaren, even like the new GT, it's like, that's lovely as well. A bit more kind of
Very nice car. Yep, you can take that across Europe.
Yeah.
Understand completely.
Yeah, I'd be quite happy with one of those in the garage. But I'd need something else then, wouldn't I, to put all down the shops?
Yes. Yeah.
Because I don't even like parking the Range Rover at Sainsbury's because I always feel it's going to get scratched and it's when I'm driving it. So I always park it as far as I can from the actual shops, find a nice quiet space and just leave it.
Probably be even worse than a McLaren, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So asking for trouble, isn't it?
So what do you think of Andy's choice of car? You can let us know in the comments what you reckon of that, and if you have any comments on that car in particular or on the Datsun as well.
Datsun's good.
Do let us know in the comments. So we're going to break the rules a little bit and we're going to talk about bikes because Andy loves bikes. And since we've asked you about your favourite car, we're going to ask you about your favourite bike as well.
What would be sat alongside the McLaren?
In your garage.
Sat alongside the McLaren would be a BMW R1200 GS.
Okay.
I had one a few years ago and it's just the best bike in the world. And you see a lot about and you think, no, there's another one. But there's a lot of them about for a reason. And that's if you take one out for a ride, they're just the best.
Right. So you've already exceeded my knowledge of bikes. I love cars, but never sort of got into bikes. How would you characterize it? Like, what are the in terms of kind of McLarens do their thing, Lamborghinis are kind of flamboyant and fast. Where does it sit in?
So the R1200, it's kind of classed as like it's an all-round travel bike. So it's, when. Do you remember Long Way Round a few years ago?
Yes.
Ewan McGregor. Yeah. Charlie Borman. So so the bikes they rode were the R1200s.
Okay.
And so you can take it off road. I took mine off road. I dropped it off road.
Oh dear.
And they're actually although they're huge, they're actually quite easy to pick up because the cylinder heads stick out. When the bike goes over, it doesn't go all the way over. It kind of falls at about that angle, so it's actually quite easy to pick up, even though it's big. But I love that. It's just good all around. Everything you can load it up, go away. It will take everything off. It will ride like a sports bike. It just handles better.
That's cool. So you wouldn't need if there was money completely no object, would you have that as an all-rounder and then a full-on sports? What's a track day? You wouldn't have a track day equivalent.
I'd take the Beamer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That is an all-rounder, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd absolutely take the Beamer. I've had I had a Ducati as well. That was nice. That probably handled European bikes handle a lot better than Japanese. I'm going to get told I'm saying that.
Careful.
Japanese bikes are suspended really softly, and European bikes tend to be. They have better suspenders. Basically. They work better in the UK roads.
Probably a few comments about that.
Yeah.
Yes, there probably will be, and you can go ahead and leave them. Let us know what you think of Andy's choice of bike. As a tangent to the cars in the Top Drives universe. Now, bikes. Good.
You should have bikes in the game.
Sure, let's just add bikes, right?
Just to drop that bomb.
Yeah, John, that'll be a small update, right?
Yeah, tiny. Really.
Yeah, no problem.
In a couple of weeks.
No. Thank you, Andy, for your time today. It's been really, really great to speak to you about Top Drives and what you do here at Hutch. So thank you very much for joining us.
No problem. Thank you, Josie.
Tune in again to learn more from other members of our teams about their driving history and their favourite cars in Top Drives. Feel free to leave questions of your own in the comments. And while you're here, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and don't forget to go and check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.